the Karini, Ajecheni, Via Lucandeto, G, Anime, Yaputeto, Yapudento, Taje, and it did Jesu, any Tita, Lama in the Lamatea, Topu in the Toputia, or the Giatilla, Tima Jevice, Taje Majevice Lamsa, Topu Gene Toputia, Lama in the Lamatea. Sato Chilla as it is, Sato Chilla. What is
Hello? Right. Okay. So with comparative ease, we develop new friendship. In Tibetan, it's a sarthok. Sarthok means like a new friendship. Okay, newly met friendship, sort of like. So the sarthok means so when we become friends with somebody, so without checking or without doing like checking like the backgrounds of your friend, we tend to become really friendly with strangers. So then when we get along with them, and after a while, then we begin to criticize them like for like a really small reason. Similar in the similar manner, and also when we look for a teacher, as a teacher or guru, so instead of we checking their backgrounds, like to doing like some kind of investigation about your teacher, we tend to take those those beings or those person as your teacher, and after a while, then you find some mistakes, you feel it's like something false with this person, then we start to criticize them. So that's why. So start of chela means like without and doing any investigation or checking their backgrounds, we tend to be really friendly with strangers.
Chishung Chita Tung said, Ani Ringu Maleva, Topo of Gina, you Ringu Maleva, Tambu Taja Majeva Yisa, Ani Ringu Maleva be cut Niji Gigila as a Genji chair. Ni Gigilia, Nita Matava. Okay, Tashim Jenny Nita Yamataya, Yajiarba. The Tishung Chita Chung Sigari. Call it Tishung Neva City. Made Gabuche. Namshi Zenani, Dubujilani, Delecatonia, Dubutele Catania, Dubutele Bay Yamta Barajuna, Nia Mataya, in the Jebati, Kena, Tishung Chita Chung Sigari. Tishung Neva, Chita Chungas. Kuringu Maluba, Kabati Magawa Jeverba. You got a Jeverton, Tambuti Taji Majib on the Jever. Jeta, as Ringu Malimba Bay, Kube Garasuri, Kabumaimba. Any Kataya, any Giti Yamtabar, Nithan, in the day in the Niti Cheliarba. Bella, Tishung Neva, Chita Chunga City. Tishung Chita Chung said. Tombs.
So then, yet since we are callous, right? Callous, not one of them lost. Were lost. Anyway, so Telshum Chitachung. Telshum Chitachung is a friend. For instance, a friend. So friends supposed to like help each other, support each other. So if they need help, if they are going through like difficulties, this is meant of the friends. So then initially so lack of like investigation or like checking their backgrounds, we tend to become friends with like strangers. And after a while, it comes up like something between them, and they become like kind of like they get apart. Then and when they get problems, when they have difficulties, then we actually, instead of helping them, we're making more difficult for them. So that is actually that kind of act is called telshung. Telshung, the telshung. Chidachung, okay, chidachung is like the friends are meant to for like a long time kind of like supporters, sort of a supporter. So then again, so lack of your like doing those kind of investigation in the initial level, then you actually get apart, like get separate from this kind of individuals because of some minor reasons. So that is subtle chit. Subtle chit means like so we get along with people really easily. You know, if everything's good, then we get really mad and angry at this person if something's come really little things. That kind of person goes subtle chit.
Oh, it is that is good. Random in Alama Temba in the Roboto Temba in it, Random in it, and it is the Toboche Satutamba, the tissue member Majevajet, the Gange to think in it, Elea Tobo de la Kamata, the Yendegia, Yungi Majuya, can't to do with the Pendogia, using the Pendogia is. I'm not doing at the kitchen being around 파르도 조경문에 주도자진이야. 랑문에 파자와진이 지 강편배지야다. semle ji 가디주야. semle 강에 메자야를 탑시지야 그 친구들이
So a friend, so become a friend with somebody. Friend means to help others or help other to help other. So then the friend should be like free from teshung in Tibetan. Teshung means like don't blame them, don't criticize them, don't do any negatives towards your friends. So friends mean to always be support with your friends to like and always, even like once you become a friend with somebody, the friend means like sometimes your friend could be like mean to you, and sometimes they're really making you difficult. But at that moment, even at that moment, you need to think that this is your friend. So instead of like being like react with like negatively, so we should provide them some help. So that kind of act actually the purpose of a friend. So friend means like help each other, support each other.
Oh, 그래. 아니 가르스무래. 가르스무래. 랑게 도부마세, 도부달라마마세. 아니 메신들이랑 종지 제바디스는 지 메신들당 대지 가르스무래. 이도 좀 봐봐. 이 가와 개그야로. 지 수도 좀 봐지. 지 수도 돈에 배 가르스무래. 메테와 메야 하루불 메테와 예야 메바 이 딜레 라한테 도베 체네페 지 시비인 야로 딘디기 제구기야리 수다도니 예데 도지 잠바테 다리기부 중심이야로 이 야부지 두시야로 지 단제 메텔레페 라한테 도베 지체네페 시비트냐타 심나 가와트냐로 지디 남기네 저놈 딘데 제구기야리
So here in the text it says friends. So friends talk in Tibetan, right? Talk could be like another meaning in Tibetan. Actually, it's like associate with somebody, be company with somebody. Talk is also talk. But then it could be your teacher, it could be your friend, anybody like a partner, or maybe a stranger on the way someone's you just met them and become really close to each other. That kind of like person we call like talk in Tibetan. So remember that. So then we need to think in like a broader way. So here it says talk to friend. So always. So when we get like along with somebody or like associate with somebody, so then we always try to be like a positive towards that individual, that person, whoever you are associating with. So then that means like you should act like a source of happiness for that person. So always try to bring some kind of joyful in a moment for that friend, that individual, whoever you're engaging with. So then that is and also for the teacher, So then you should think that I am the one who can make happy for this person. So then if you keep that kind of attitude, so then it actually creates really comfortable environment or like circumstance for the other person.
The inside rang me shen gi shibe nyen butin de yune shibe nyen buti namju aran jo le pe namju me shinjam yune ya kondu re jang yun de tamba shinjam ne chicha bi ya yu ni khrang gi ge mari jidang shibe kondu di ani ko shibe nyen ba chibe khrang le khame ba so chibi ya nang jo le namju 지기 야부인의 네 상부는 콘도를 진대 직계인도 좀 아니 이 두부 처리해라 근데 라라라라네 콘도 온게 지기해라 이 인사 신기 지기라는 메가와타 진대 두게 되고 네 두부 콘도 온게 진대 수아 뒤치네요 그 카메 그 콘도 온게 제벌에 상거로 남주 미시가 상부지는 콘드디 온 그런 콘드 온 진짜 제벌이 카메 콘드디 그다음에 아니 수술에 지 님바치 처리 상거든요. 어느 진짜는 가르쳐 그래. 내 시간님부터 수술로 그걸 삼루 동초디 당연히 내버려 라는 당연히 해야지. 그 신기 미투자만 있네요. 그 콘도용 그 제벌이 그 칸에 samsara 지부고요.
So concerning about other, helping to other. So we can look it from like reality point of view, sort of like reality point of view. It's saying like if you think we so called like this person is an angry person, like short temper and mean person. So we call them like a different negative kind of like names. We call them like negative names. But in the reality, those persons are not negative. You know, so their natural is not that, not that kind of negative person. So, for instance, if someone's really mean to you, but that person is not mean. So in the reality level, this person is not a mean person. So then you can compare with your own experience. So sometimes when we get angry, so we change and we change our attitudes and we become really different people when we get angry. Similarly, you can think of like others. So when they get angry, so you can think they're this angry, this kind of act is not the reality of this person. So you can think you can make a separate kind of act and the person. So that because of that, we should not get mad at like anybody, even though they are mean to you, because this is not their real true nature. So you can think of this compared to your own experience.
The inside the susul and Keveyaris. Hajodi two into the susul tuna, susul similar city and connectivity. So Hajodi two into the rang, Kokame, somebody Jen and Namjuko meeting the Dariti, the Jevati Ku, 강에 지체니 제버리 아니 카메 수수 삼사되는 아니 랑심 두고 말해 셈 맞는 랑이시지 아니 셈 투는 그 버저디 셈 투니 랑 강에 대인도 랑의 셈 투는 아니 랑 강에 책을 봐 어디 인산이 랑 기벤디야레스.
So then, so then we could look from the practical point of view again. You said, like for instance, if someone get mad at you, right, get mean to you, and if you react in a similar way, instead of like settling down the problem, it actually causes like making more problems, sort of like causing like more problem, creating more problem. So then you should think that actually if you react in like a negatively, then actually it makes like a difficult to both sides, the other person and your side. And you should think that this person is mean and angry at that moment. This is not the true nature of that person. He got like some problem at that moment. That's why he is behaving like that. So you can think of that. So when whatever the factor or whatever the causes, when it like a diminish or like getting like settled, more settled, then he will come back to normal. So you can think of that. So don't judge on whatever he acts at that moment. So just look for the reality or true nature of that person.
다디네 돈두치라 아니 구토 서트림스 돈동세디 도세디 아랑디 도다 그레다 아니 놀라서부터 술라 저바침부지야들 동주시 동시디 동주시디 잠바 페네토르비지나 도다 그레다 놀스도술라 저바침부지야들 동주시 제세버리 동주치에서야 돼.
Don't do that.
또다 그래다 나라서다 내가 침부전이 시신 침부전이 내가 침부전이들라 동주치에서.
So then in Tibetan verse, the second line, so we are filled with desire for food and fine clothing. So tonduche, this is straightforward actually. So tonduche means like someone has really strong attachment towards food, or it could be towards the clothing.
다 tonduche 아니 다 tonduche 다 이나시 랑기 또다 그래다 노솔은 내가 친구 유가 나시 내가 친구제는 이 두비야 위치도 가르쳐 그래. 얘는 군조를 쳐봐지야. 한샘제 냠타발에 진바타야. 인데 지구야. 인데 맞제베제. 아니 또다 그저 노도술은 내가 친구제. 아니 샘 내가 디 온기 신그 노르꾸와다. 아니 구투고세데. 꾸와다 초바다. 어디 인데 제들라. 동디치라. 이 세군에는 소련 들어가 친구가 많고 이 누구도는 가르쳐 버렸잖아. 아니 군조를 쳐가지야다. 아니 냠타발 진바다야 근데 지구야. 이 제스는 아니 라라 또도 그 놀아서 봤지. 저것인도 연구야. 뒤지 뒤 맞제버제. 아니 신이 노르꾸와다. 초발로서 봤는데 제버디 동주치라 구조 저같이 그래서 그래 동주치라 구조 소림팀 다 어디리
So we are we are filled with desire for food and fine clothing, yet failing to earn them, and we steal and we scam. So desire to have food and clothing. So this is kind of universal kind of aspiration or universal kind of desire. So like we wanted to have good food, we wanted to have the fine clothing. So but then how do we acquire them? So there are proper way to accumulate like those materials comfort. So instead of we engaging into those positive way to find the food and clothing, we tend to use the wrong method. So for instance, like stealing from others and making like cheating on others, we acquire them through like a negative methods. So if we desire to have food or find clothing, so then we should start to engage into the proper way to accumulate those materials comfort. For instance, so one of the methods, positive method, is to make an offering to Buddha and make the practice of generosity to others. These are the causes to bring the positive aspects. For instance, of food, like a nice, delicious food, and fine clothing.
No, that is good. So Dimla said, so Dim City, the long Ju Soya down in the North Soya down, Dimbujan, Mangayana Subati, Jimbachivatilla. That she long Ju Soya, the Dimbuja. And that the long Soya, long Ju persons of the Yati, Judy Jidan Janet Chubapia, Shana Jimbataya to so. No Ju persons of a duty here. Imagine that the Kuma Liada, the Toyada, the Injetiati, Odin, Injetiata. That's also is it. A long Ju, round a long Ju, two Jenna, long Ju, Juatini, Chipe, Janga Jennipe, she doesn't Timbujene, Karasure. Chijumusuna de Kamnala, Luya, Usulupe, Sunja, Jumushabati, Sunja, Shibujene, Ichiatilla, Timbas here, yes, in it, Chirangi, Longju Miniva. Longju Devanashi, Longju Musuna, ni Junsadusa, Rangi, Longju, Chuba Pimani, Chimbai Tamini, Rangi, Longju Miniva, Timbuja, Imusia did Timbusia did Siana Tomicuba, Nola Bay.
Can't see the chum, sir. See my chumata. Logochilla, Kuto, Sulro Ramsa.
Sulto Rimusia did Sola Suban, Roa Sola, Limbam, Nua Chiba Namdi, the other Chibas. That did it. So that did it. That was Kanga Tandeti, Gode, Sado Chilla, Chita Tuan, Ani Tondi Chilla, Kudos, Sobachiati, the Ganga, Ranchin Sineti, Ranchin Lemba, the Ganga, Ranchin Lemba, Tones, that the Sado, the good did way. Kunja Tobacula, today. Ah, oh, did a Ganga Chevati, and a ranching this in it. Ranching the big Chevaris, just a Sado Chimbuchia, Mata Balapes, Namsa, G, Runtichia, Robotia. Very density, Chita Tun Bijin, the Jesu Beji, Jumbumatova Kataya, and it did Satrosia did Karasure, Tupati, and she Tupati Yanta that she Mila Sobata, Mata that she did Chiatu. That and the Kange, any Ojuchela, then Kutola Sobachiva to Sakanga, Ranching.
So then, Choldorem means like putting effort to acquire those kind of comfort to yourself, making comfort to yourself.
너르기 치도 간제 너크 치고 저저선 해야다. 내지 진부지야 돼.
So then putting like effort to bring those happiness for yourself, seeking for happiness, even if you're using like different negative methods, right? Methods. So then I don't know. So Tibetan we break like every single word. Actually, I don't know how to do this in English. So start like getting along.
이 라진딜 투브리스 다다심에 풍지 도배고라 침시침 다다심에 민라 말아야스.
So all of these are negative experience, right? Negative experience. So like getting along with like a stranger without like doing some background check, sort of like that. Then once we become a friend with somebody, then we start to making fun of them and criticizing them and blaming on them. So and also acquiring the food and clothing, like material kind of comfort, but using the negative methods. So all of these are negative experience or negative actions. So then it happens to us. So again, it happens to us due to our self-cherishing mind, self-cherishing thoughts. Right? So then, so here, so the text goes on: tremble him, dance on the head of this. What's it? Treacherous concept of self-concern, tear out the heart of this self-centered butcher who slaughter our chance to get final release. So then, so again, so all of these are due to your self-grasping, self-cherishing attitudes.
자지 풍지 도배고라 침 풍지 도배세데 라진딜스게 라진디세데 이 고라 침세데 니 라야디 풍지 도바 라진디데 년부터 가르고르스나 아니 장주기 셈세지 현진지로디 장주기 셈세지 현재범들로디가 라진반진벨로디 년부터 현재범진벨로디 이 직제 아니 풍지 도배보는 라진지디에 가서는 다들 정말 라려면서 이 년부터 다음에 봐도돼 싫었어야지 디니니 장주기 셈인세 디니니부터 풍지 도배고는 참 니는 약들이 다다 심에 인을 말아 다다 심에서데 다단지지 이 심마디 라진지시 요구가 쓰지 어디 인을 말아야 되지 이긴 진수디 라진지기 진수디 라진지기 일 내디에서디 말아야 스텝을 never 말아야 패스야 되지시게리스 그래서 다들 투비야리스 라진지 다단지니라.
So here tremble him twice. Again, there is one is for the conventional bodhicitta, and another one is the ultimate bodhicitta, right? Bodhicitta. So again, so all of these negative attitude arose due to your self-centeredness, like self-centeredness thoughts. The dance on the head of this was a treacherous and a concept of self-concern, right? So this self-concern is sometimes they say self-cherishing. Tear out the heart of this self-centered butcher. So we keep this self-centeredness in our heart, really like a really precious object in our heart, in the center of our heart. So we need to carry it out, destroy it. We need to destroy it. So our self-centeredness thoughts in our mind stream. So then again with the self-centeredness thought is like a butcher, okay, butcher, and the so the I don't see in the English it says enemy, sort of like enemy self-centered butchers, something like that. So the self-centeredness, or the self-cherishing actually caused by self-grasping. Right? Self-grasping is the ultimate enemy, and the self-centered is like a butcher. So it's like acting behalf of the self-grasping. So these two are the negative aspects we need to destroy. So that's why we apply those two methods. Actually, it counterforce these two negative aspects, which are the ultimate bodhicitta and the relative, the conventional bodhicitta.
아니 시한테 지 내주지야 놀기도 배 해부지야 내 놀기지도 나는 못하게지도 꾸주도 수배 레버럽지 야부지야 남주 꾸주 야부면에 놀긴데 라야기지도 아니 꾸주도 수배 야부지야 내주지야 노르토베치도 가사세도 내주지야디 직접 쇼루세야디 노르기스체도 무슨 노르말로네요 아니 니 현다지를 런 디토베치도 배주 현다지야들로 노르디 토베치도 배주 현다지야들로 쇼루 다 간지 쇼루세 그 현다 렌도 치스 탑나도 주거니 탑나도 주거니 시바디 다 생기들이 시바디 뭐하지 예 탑지로 시바다는 탑지로 시바다는 쇼노지고 탑을 예 노르디 탑을 노르디 되게 마셔버지 탑나 현在주거니 노르디 탑이지 어디 놀래신기야 가사대대 놀래신데 지금 한 놀래신 아니 가켜보셔야 등 대주지야 된데 진짜도 가사스지 양 놀토베체도 노디 걸 마셔지 탑 신다 주거니 노디 토베체도 지금 탑 신다 전에 내도 신다 전에 조롱해야
So verse number 15, verse 60. So 60, we are experts to flattering, right? Flattering others for favors. So, but in Tibetan it says kasak, shoglong, two different things. Kasak means, so you're trying to gain something from somebody, right? Then you act, and you act in like really in a really nice way to show them, pretending you are being nice to them. But in the your intention was to acquire, to gain something from that person. Then you play with your kind of actions. You play with this person to achieve that whatever you are aiming for, like whatever you're trying to get it from them. So you may like say a role, sort of like something to get that kind of act is called it's called kasak. Okay, shoglong means like kind of like indirectly begging. So then you wanted to get something from this person, then you, instead of asking them directly, then you may use someone else to tell them, and you may like hint them that you wanted to this kind of such a material things. So that kind of act is called shoglong.
다들이 Shimu Chesidu, that's Samutana. That Jubuti could Tabnato Jesuna, Tabnato the Jurab in the Jerva, the North of the Jerva. Some Shimu Situ, Jabachimbache, Kade Junior Timber Mevetando, or somebody. The assembly at Tando, Tinde has nothing in this sometime. Shimu Situ, Chashin Shimu Situ, Shimu Situ. Sem meba, simba meba. The Yuan, similar to Island, Dogan Diada, Mambu, even a young, similar to Tima Simba Channel. And though they can teach on the Tigun, some chibet, she moves, similar Mamba meba said. Kade Junior Tando, Chig Juna, some brave similar, some Mamba she moves.
So then in Tibetan, the Shemuk. Shemuk, I think it's unsatisfaction. Because unsatisfaction means, so if you acquire something, so you want it to have more. And if you get that, you want it to have another more, like monotonous. That kind of unlimited kind of like desire to require things or objects or materials. Right? So that kind of thought is called like Shemuk. So then that is, so we do have that kind of thoughts, that kind of desire, so out of the limited. So instead of satisfied with whatever you have, we try to gain more and more always.
Those are in the city, Tachi, over Chichungsuna, Chala Chichungsuna, Tibeti, Kamtinchia, Jagatinet. The North Indian Gurvat, Kangatam Suchilu, Dinale, the Kangatam Satinani Pechi, Amdavat in the Yapujina, Pechi, Chala, soon to be shoot, Tambuchi, those are in Sashavati.
So then the Tibetan second line, this is the money we have gathered, we cannot bear to part with. Okay, so do so. Gather, I think gather, do so. So then once you accumulate that kind of wealth, then we put in a really safe place. Sometimes we build special cabinet or special house for your wealth to keep that safe, do so.
Yuja, and Senajing, citizen that us, Ranamubu Timbi Unaya, Senadi Long Germany, Ujole Chava Pimini, any Jimbaetan money, Rangi Kalayabuch, Samu, Senaji, Jimba, Senajing, Ujole Chava Jim, Najati, Senagi Jimba, any Shani Jimba Matan, Senagi Jimba. Rangi Togi Yabu, long Majivati, Senegi Jimbati, Sa Shavati, Tambu Yabu, Sa Tuso Yabu, Rangi along to Minivachivati, I mean, Yuja, Senegi, the Rangi Kalayabuchi, long Majivati, I mean, Tamatic Kangulo, Chitu Zamba, ni Ranga Shaja Dujuva, what is Senegi? You do the Kalasa Yapuchi Masava, Ulo Yapuchi Mabumbache, what is Jati Senegings?
So you can Seneging. So here, like misers, right? Miser we hoard, right? Eat and feel we are poor. I don't see the anyway. So Seneging, you can Seneging. So then once we acquire those material objects, and so instead of using them for like a good purpose, so then we can use it for like other benefit to other. We can benefit to other, and also we can use those objects for yourself or wealth for yourself. Instead of doing that, we tend to keep it, like we tend to save it, guard it like very safely, so without using it. Actually, all of these are happening due to the miserness. So miserness is the one that prevents you to use that material, that wealth for a good purpose for other, and for yourself.
To that senator, this is one of Kita Chabe on the Chevrabata, Chala Karasa, Chabe on the Tandeti, Karasuri, Kasa, North of the Chetu, the Chipua, North of the Chip, Tabnazo, Nusu, North of the Chetu, Nusum, Malavin, North of the Chetu, Tabnazo Chia, in North of the Tambabe, North of the Tambabe, Jaga Tapuchin Bay Sotu, Karasuri, Sunju, Tambuchiati, Chabang Vichebra. The Dine Norte Longju Manu, Chubachi Manu, Tibetan Manu, Hang Manu, Chiati, Chabang Vichebra, Channel, Chabang Senaki Vichebra. That to suit in which Senatus Tachi Chaba to Suyati, Angolo Karesana.
So whatever describes in this verse, actually all of these are happening due to your attachment, desire, like attachment or desire. So for instance, so we try to acquire, we try to obtain something from somebody, and we use the different methods. We sometimes pretend like something, and it doesn't mean it. It doesn't mean it. And also we use like a different method, like from like try to acquire, try to obtain that object, that wealth, like through like an indirect kind of methods. So and another one is then once we have all the wealth and the objects with you, then instead of using them, we try to guard them, we try to save them. Then we have really kind of like sense of miserliness or miserliness. Instead of using them, we keep them like miser. All of these are happening due to the attachment or desire. Oh, okay. So then the desire or the attachment actually arise within us because of self-cherishing.
That is that thing you would be
So then we just cover 2 verses. Do you have any questions so far? No questions? Yeah.
Rinpoche, I have a question.
Rest mean like, what you mean erase? Like to practice. Oh, seats. Okay. Oh, okay. 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 This is the benefit of Quran. The benefit to share our Rinpoche. Some people come with the Rinpoche. Nyamlen chene. Ani samsam yang aku dah kalau orang samsam aku lung kondo ram yang bersai tu bersai rawat. Tak kondo ram yang bersai di tak. Lagi kalau orang beauty the kenji then you go beauty benefit to lenye bersih di lenye bersih rawat. Tadi lenye bersih bed never tangan never swear. Ani thapsi karya Spanish session thapsi dawo di Spanish session orang lah thapsi dawo di Spanish ora dawo itu sustain yang cuy dawo in mind and bed ko never swear ki thapsi di yoros kondo tawa ni never swear ki thapsi di yoros
Chida kondo seti Mambutili English Rangi Yama Rale di Kondo di Giagi, never G. And you Pajone Jerabin the G. Jonamda. Nature member of the Masone Kondo Gigerba. Shingi Jitan Rano Maduna Shingi Jitan to Sun Legi Jitan to Sunao Madunia Kundu Say. Getting the little Kundu Say. Right. In a Kundu Sinatita, Kopa never Sayati, Kundu Nini Sanguyaris. Kundu Sinatira, native Semeto Suya. And each rangi dormit Kundu Tigi. Kundu Jesa into rangi. Jonam to Sumitubachi, Chagiari, Do to Sumituba Chagiari, and hit me to the Chaya. Any Kundu Jesuna Pajola Mega. Luigi till never chingated Kundu Jesuna. Cook on the children, Riadu, Tachi Meva. Tilipaji Jamba, Kulaya, Deva Jesuna. The water teacher, 2 Kundu, part of what you mean around the sea. Ni Pajobu Kundusia. It didn't Mambi at the Pena Kundu in the Jamba Gums, Jamba Sing. Shall it do it at least? The any Kundu in some Yatikares, Kundu Tendele around a new gear. Tendele Nedankares in the house of Ragi, Dom members of the Rajabang members of the Pajoti around the Javan and Pajavanashi, Rangi Telekundu Jason and Rangi, you put it cheaper of children. That's how you tell me to be killed from the house. Shinjam Jigueres. Raya put the Vina, Ran Shinjavis, and Pili Kundu the sheet of Jagudes. Just a Kundu Jigri, Lamsa. Kundu using them, Emoju. And some Kundu Senti Yapuji Domino. Kundu Jenny get in Domino. Sometimes that's a disease.
So, so the anger. So first of all, we need to understand why we get anger, sort of the anger. Let me say we have kind of like a long-term relationship with our anger. So we have planned like many seeds of the angers. Then here, so when we encounter with like the proper kind of factors to arise that anger, we have planned from like many times, like many like eons, like before, like many eons. So then. So when let's say someone like curse you, someone says like bad stuff, we like instantly we generate like anger within us. So because we already have that kind of seed, we have already planned that kind of seed in our mind stream. Then when it meet with like proper factors, then it arrives instant, really easily within us. So this is the fact. Now so then we need to control over our anger. So then there's many different ways to overcome your anger. First, we need to contemplate on the nature of the anger, disadvantages of the angers. Sort of like when we get anger, so then when you get angry, then so then it actually changes your physical appearances. Then you can look at the physical appearance. It's really ugly. It is unattractive. You say. So then it actually makes you really suffering. So then it also causes suffering to the other person, whoever you're getting like angry at. Right? So then think of like so if you get angry, if you really wanted to solve something like some kind of problem, if you get angry at that person, so that anger never benefits you, never brings a solution for you. Instead of bringing like a solution, and actually it causes more problems. within yourself and that individuals. So this is the fact. Anger never helps you to settle down any problems. So then you need to understand that too. So then the anger is something it generates within us really instantly. It's really difficult to control, like at the first moment. So then we need to contemplate over the disadvantages of the anger over again and again. After a while, then you may get angry, but right after that, you remember, whatever you were like doing practice, sort of like a meditation practice, right? Contemplating on those disadvantages. Then actually it helps you to remind you that this is there's something's not happening good. Something's wrong with me. Something you can feel that. Then that actually feeling, that actually understanding helps you to release your anger. And then so then again, let me say this. So then we can look from the karmic causes and effect point of view. So you have that kind of anger this moment because of you have planned something in the past. So then if you keep doing that, actually you're planting more seeds for the future. So then to generate that kind of similar the difficulties in the future, only you can do is to stop creating the seeds or the causes for that. So then you can contemplate on that nature, that from the causes and effect point of view. Then let me say so you should think that the anger never brings the solution for your problems and so then we need to apply kind of like antidotes for this anger and your anger. So the best antidote for that is generating bodhicitta. Understand? Meditate on bodhicitta. So bodhicitta is actually concerning about others. So then if you have that kind of sense towards others, there's no room for like anger towards anybody.
Yeah. That's
Yes. And they get angry with yeah. This is happening. When I meet rest, the meet chapter from there, long touch and the session of Koran, never also delay on the name from me, as the main game of me, salad, the long, which we do, that and around with 30 over the Maran City, about the tablet, hello, Sabo Comsi, about that, hello, the Marche, the Tashi years, about the Melbourne, years. And then you do the penetration, what the letter would be Tashi Pario. These are the penetration, may salad the name of South, never may salad the name of and name of South, because so long than Sabo Community, that is only a Tashi actually.
that could be young Yamta, Nadia, Nadia Gandhi, Nate, Condu Yata Nuna, Yamta Shiva, Korakani Shiva, or Nazaji, Nazaji, Nuna, Rangipai opportunity, Nuna, could be cheated, cook against some dung, against some energy, land energy, servants, Kunati, catching grace, the garrison, cook against some dung. Kurangnya samtang ku kundu di shida be ji jamil karasure am jambu maya jalaman sangbu tiya di yechimbu kurangnya shibu teze ne kurangnya te ikan ne gi ken ani ji kundu jeni 강의 10회 되라. 시다고 냠답이 10회. 그것을 배 그 이 시야의 제도란 게 죄는 야부대야. 랑기지 팀 잡은 마야. 이제 다시 줘 그래. 그 랑기문에 그걸 돈에 이제
Topale mesa se de kuli yapuche lawo.
제가
Nda su lung ting do del pache ko desu.
이제 또 그런 투브라. 너무 공부를 봐. 그 내주상 봐. 북한의 11일 그래. 나 내디 홍기는 지 그런 게 이제 공부해야다. 내서 내 맛에야 돼. 제 공부지 지야 돼. 북한의 11일 내디 북한에도 삼단에 단독 그렇죠. 지금 그 잠중 지금 그래야지 거의 공부 시대부터 나도 제국이야.
So for the sick person, first of all, you need to know that this person is going through really serious kind of difficulties. So then you can, unless you have some kind of health issue or get sick. So then, so nobody can like understand. Nobody can actually, understand their problems or like person. It's like really like unbelievable kind of like problems they're going through, difficulties they're going through. So because of that, so then they tend to be really short temper. We call it short temper, and get agitated really easily because of that situation. First, you need to know that. So then, so you guys, so you should. So only you can do is like be passionate, like this person. So right way to do is just present yourself. It's really kind of like positive attitudes. Carry like positive behaviors towards that sick person. And also when you talk, so you should talk right. You should talk with like very, like also like proper talk or right talk. And not like respectful and talk it's like right kind, sort of like so not like I don't know how to say it. Huh? So not polite. I'm like so yeah, talk with nicely, yes, nicely, and talk right. It's kind of like a right speech, sort of like give them like right advice, sort of like. So then, so only you can do that, and also it's really worthwhile to be patient with this kind of person. So they are going through really difficulties. Only you can do is like be patient with them and present yourself really positive, positive towards this person and talk right, skillful, kind of skillful with this person.
어디 내가 해야지 자갈이 있는 예만 지도 자 내가 년이 여기 주야 봐. 어디 되지니 단ям 다셔도 내가 내가 년이 그 내가 주야지 이마 어디에 맞으네 다 단대 내배 나네 지도 냠 타셔도 내가 계시지 내진나니 신정들이야. 그뒤 내가나니 신정 해보지. 아니 지 본도단지 이제 용기야를 봐. 또서대 그 내배나네 내가 냠 타서 그래. 소리 셔지. 저기 우주 전배지 내내 내여르지다. 지 콜라야 템버러지지는 그 침부시버 임버다.
So according to our ability, we say that our best practice, in this world we can do is to serve sick people, so when they need help. So this is the like best practice we can carry on this world. So for instance, like in the ancient time in India, people, in order to accomplish the yogis practices, yogis with their like practices, so they actually go out and look for like sick people, and also sometimes they exchange with money for the sick people, and just to provide, just to help the sick people. So that's why helping sick people and providing any necessity for the sick people is really highly regarded kind of practice within our system. Judy? Oh, okay. Judy,
yeah, okay. Let me see. I'm going to get my notes in here. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm trying to figure out how to unmute.
Judy?
Yes. Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if I unmuted it. I'm sorry. Okay. In the beginning, when we were talking about when somebody gets angry, it's not their real nature. When you were talking about the real nature, were we talking about Buddha nature? That's deeply obscurated right now. Is it Buddha nature that we're talking about?
Okay. Organization Nikasi lung lang rawa. Lung lang di sambala di korang ke rangsi mare rangsi dia ni tu sampai rangsi di si sampai yer se di dengan tu di brick se jua. Di le sigi yor be. Tangi brick se jua. Di le sigi yor be.
Imari. Namju ko sinjami yo. Namju mi yabuji ye na namju mi yabuji aranju mi sambuti yang mi jere ba. Deze mi de 참질이 콘득지 시계라. 이 콘득지야 디 가르쳐서 콘득지니 기야 디기 디네도 듣고미 년바지 제스나 남주 상부 인발라 콘득지가 값은 미팅 년바지 제거라. 이 년바지야 디 가르쳐서 그래는 힘말이 콘득 오므리 콘득 시달 제거를 미신 콘득 대야야 말. 그 콘득 시달 제야데 파주부제는 콘득 그 콘득 시기 말아. 그 콘득 시달 때 그래서 그 잠부제니 지기 다시 잠부 톤이 제네니 그 콘득 시달 제거라. What it is.
So, here we're not talking about Buddha nature. So here, nature means true nature means the neutral state of mind. So people are not angry all the time. So their natural state of mind is calm, always is calm. So then when they encounter with temporary kind of circumstance or the factors, then they tend to generate anger. So that anger is not the natural part of the natural or the neutral state of mind. So this is separate from that. For instance, you can look. This is really easy way to understand. Is like, let me say, for instance, there are like many people. There are like some people we regard them as really kind person, and we really respect them. They do get angry sometimes. So, but that anger is not the part of their neutral state of mind. So when if someone gets you angry, so instead of getting angry at those person, we need to deal with their anger problems. We need to try to reduce their anger. Instead of getting mad at this person, we need to deal with their anger, not with the person.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Any questions? Meditation again, 콘족이 홍로 딜레야 다치 메타스고 그랬라라. 홍로 딜러 냠도 다체자 땅고래 콘족이 당신기 시스템이요라. 당신기 시스템들이야. 지단기 시스템 위주로 딜레야 세서 당선 가르 당선.
콘도 마시 됐어 그러봐. 그 민년 버지야 이니가 시민 버지야 콘도 제가. 그 남주 그 시베들 비야마로. 에 그것도 이 시민년 버지 잡을 때 콘도 제가. 콘도 걸 받지 제가. 콘도를 가르치 다 콘도지 매워서야 잠바고 신점제니 아직 신정부터네 예지셔야 신정부터네란 게 저는 이 제버림이 솔직히 콘도들의 콘도 전부도 콘도들이야 다 콘도 제베이나 근데 콘도들이 제로도 그러면 콜간의 제로도 라르간의 틀이야 다 신점제는 그 강에 드세야 인구들이 안그 강에 야마 라셈 신점의 네트야 근데 연암다 나도 거네 신점은 콘도들이 매버서야 죽으래
So we need to deal with their anger, because so we need to minimize their anger, and also we need to help them to overcome their anger, subdue their anger. So then the method, for instance, the method is to be like yourself when you encounter with that kind of situation. We need to calm. So we need to calm down, and we need to be positive towards this person. We need to talk nicely and really gently. So these are the actions actually helps them to reduce the anger. And another method is we need to generate the compassion towards love, compassion and bodhicitta towards that person. So if you do that, that actually helps that person to reduce or minimize the anger. So this is how we deal with the other angers. Then if you react with angry, towards that individual, then that actually causes more problems between you and the other person. So that's why we need to deal with the anger with the right attitude and right intentions. And 다 델리 선대 얘기 된데 공부를 잠부쳐고 야부쳐고 들리고 그다음에 저는 미지 롱랑데 델리 일단 이유는 다 뭐래도 다시 지그래 그래. Yeah, this is also another method to help them calm down. 거기잖아요, 그러니까. 거기.
어디여야 돼야 부야래. 야 콘도 사대를 가는 저는 가지 케브를 시에 지더니 한 예다시야기 인가야.
So Rinpoche said, if this person is really angry, so it's better to just walk away. So even though you try to give them some reason or being reasonable with this person, instead of helping them, it actually causes them more angry and more anger. And that's why for if you don't know exactly what you're supposed to do, then it's better to just walk away. Otherwise, you'll get beat up.
나중에 오늘 제가 충시 두이치 아디 랑기 파마다 딩들레페 랑기 셰지슈야디 춘주제 셰지슈야디부터 강지 춘주지는 맞잖아요. 이게 파마데 이마지 제베 두이치고 텐도 제베 이라만 그래 아마라 파마레베 디데 디기베지 텐도 제슈유스 아마다 파마기 텐도 제베디 랑기 코베 아메게네 네티네 아마기 텐도 제베바 아마기 텐도 나제나 never share in I'm a soon of jet. Ni I get the make much about the Khensur. Did you capture Amale Yamar? Should you can capture Amale Amadi in the Jenny? And the Mambu Sherva. But in the Jerry Bala, any Buddhist Rangi Pento Chindi. Any Haman do the Shirjation that Haman letting it in the Jerry. Yes, the Jerry is related. Any Green Lake, the Khensur. Green the Java Chungshis. Amala Subatus, Green the Java Chungshis. Rangi Jia, the changes in my boat. You share the Java, Jia, the Angolo, yet, Haman in the Jerry, in the Jerry, the new chamber share. Really Shandali share, the in the Java Chungshi, which is it.
So then verse number 61, we have done very, very little to benefit someone, yet always remind him how much we have done. So then this is, for instance, let me say, for instance, you can compare with your mother. So then we tend to think and say out loud that I have done such and such a thing to my mother, and I've been doing such and such a thing to my mother. So we always plan that we have done really a lot of benefits to your mother. So we think that. So then when we look at how she has done to you, so for instance, and we always, when we do something to others, we forget what we have received from them, from others. For instance, a mother, so then we claim that we have done such and such to mother, we tend to forget what she has done to you, us. So for instance, so she has done something that we cannot repay in like any form of anything in this world. For instance, she kept us like 9 months in her womb. So that is something we cannot do, or we cannot exchange with something kindness of your mother, something with mother. So then so you can relate it to this kind of thing. Then you think then always we when we do something to others, and we always like bragging about what we have done, and always we tell people and we have done something. We are not looking at what we have received benefits from them.
다 밤에 처음에 밤에 처음에 이 꾸이나 세들이 꾸이나 제바 중시 두이 치세 꾸이나 세디.
So here in Tibetan it says Kunla. Kunla means like all means like it actually includes entire kind of like sentient beings. So then only example is like a mother, but you can relate it to every single sentient beings.
얘네 라를 개가 매다 남부치 이 라를 대지 그래서 그래 지 최단 지대 간두고 두시그럽 되게 매네양 누가 전부 매네양 니 그런 게 부비지 최단 지대 간두터네야지 현재 전부지 제일 유산으로 지내들 남부치에서 이랬다 남부치 개선년 방남심 치워 저도 힘이나 남부치에서 아직 최근 지된 강규톤의 지 파만당 아니 지금의 세네자 가린 세지 그래서 그래 중요하게 독수 첨부 매네야 니 이게 지 이제 제비 세야지 남부치에서지 내가 첨부 쓰고 그래 상부 첨부시 계속相对普通个是结束两百俺们是求집에 되는데 남부치에서 그래서 라레지 that's a Pamata, Kanji, Shanti Shuyarabati. You took Chinjuli Mene, never yes, you took Chimbum, never yes. Need Shanti Chimbushu to Marva. Inia, yes, Sambu Jerry, Chipendo Chimbu Jerry, some Namsim Chimbus. Similarly, the Jerry, somebody, Namsim Chimbus.
Yeah, I was watching us understand.
Kegachila.
Kegachila.
Rala Kegam Nela Seti. Rala Chi Chut and Jitun, Tangu Chimbo never. So, you took Chimbo never. And she and the G. Yet the chairs were numbered. Sambu Cherry in number. Made to the Jita Condition, Cherry in number. Namsim Chera. Oh, the Jettle, Namsim Chera.
So, verse number 60, we have never accomplished a thing in our lifetime, yet boasting, right? And bragging, we are filled with conceit. Okay, conceit. So then, so we have never accomplished a thing in our lifetime. Means like, so that means like a lack of abilities. Okay, lack of ability, and we are not able to provide. We were not able to contribute anything to our country and to your mother, your parents, and for instance, like from the Dharma point of view, so we are not able to dedicate our life for the Dharma practices. So then, lack of our abilities, right? Abilities, but in our mind and and we think then that I'm a great person, and you're like bragging yourself, sort of like you're thinking something's really important or something you have accomplished, a lot of things in your mind. So that kind of thoughts, I think, Rinpoche is saying.
Yeah.
So then this is, no?
Well, that was a kind of Jedi. Yeah. Punji Tobe, Gula Chins, Punji Toba, Rajinji Danji on the Jeveris, Tadashime Gulmaya, or Rajinji Danji on the Jeveris. That Danjis in an Ang Lochierva, Shupchimbuch, what did Danji said? Rajinji said, Ran Shele Ran Getcho, the Rajinji. Rale Shank Getcho,
So again, he says here text goes like tremble him, down on the foot, right? So this here we are actually talking about self-cherishing and self-grasping. So self-grasping is like an ego, like it's like an ego. So the 당진디 나게로 당진디 가르쳐 self-grasping is thought that like I'll say like I, notion of I. Just like we are believing in something, it's like solid or independent kind of I. That kind of thoughts called like self-grasping. But then self-cherishing is a self-centered mind. So always thinking about yourself and the never actually consider about like benefit or like welfare of others. So that is self-cherishing. Opposite of that we call like other cherishing. So we concern about other welfare of others. So that kind of mind is like self like on the other cherishing.
What a teacher, Loving Mala, Danji Krishi Chunks, Rala, Loving Ralaji, G. Karasure, Chojogu, Lavjatani, Loving Mabuche, Loving Mabu in a Loving Mabutilla, G. Aniji Krishi Chunks, 시 로벤 마부티 지금 대구를 지어야 돼. 춘주 대구지에 대구를 매봐. 대구를 지어야 매봐. 로벤 마부티 이내야 담디당 로벤 마부티는 날씨 로벤을 담디다 대구를 전부 구해야 돼. 이 매야지. 아니 이래야 담디 그렇지 중.
So then, verse number 62, we have many great masters and teachers to guide us, yet shrinking our duty, ignore what they teach, right? What they teach. So then, we tend to have many lamas or gurus or masters, right? So when we take someone as your guru or lama, so we are supposed to keep proper or like really special relationship with those lamas. So then, even though we may have like a lot of lamas, we always tend to break this samaya. We call it a samaya or the relationship between the teacher and yourself. That is, so we are not listening. So we tend to break the advices, sort of like not doing the proper dharma practices.
Loma Mangla, Sento, Jorin, Lama Delia, Lama Digi, Nani, Loma Mabuchi, do Loma Mabuchi, Kitu Mabuchi, Chasuna, Kitu Mambu Yuva Nashi, Kitu Mabuchi, Sheda, Sansiku Kune, Pendo, Chendo Jenny, Loma Dia, Yang Tapsi Yabu. 로마디 강기 타내지 내가 원한다 강기 타내지 야부여야게 탑시지 야부 제부여야 이 맞게지 아니 어디 로마 말라 그래도 용리 인 로마 마부지 로마 마부 요나 신 로마 베지 최대상 신군의 편도 야부지니 로마도 수지 로중부터 내야고 연흥부터 내야고지 제니 종구예라 이 매거지 니 로마도 수배지 로마만 부여나 신기 콜로 편도야 범마지지 로마도 지 저는 그래서 아니 저기 돈에 매봐. 아니 주는 거 돈에 가게 지금 이제 제수는 로마디 털었던 거고 로마만 보지냐 로마디 경다 여부 맞잖아. 이 라마리 슈는 경다 여부지는 아제 로마디 최대 지된 거네. 우리 되기 전에 꾸주기 전에 지금 삼로동다 전에 지금 야부여야 속에 봐. 이 매거지니
So then, verse number 62, text goes on. We have many disciples, yet do not need help them. We cannot be bothered to give them advice. So then, gathering disciples or the students is to help them what they need. So for instance, as a lama, as a guru, as a teacher. So we are supposed to provide them help. Like it could be like a material help. It could be the dharma help. So we are supposed to, as a teacher, we're supposed to provide them that kind of help to them. So instead of doing this, we are ignoring them. So we try to get a lot of students in front of you. So then the main purpose is to make them better life, sort of like better life, shape their negative thoughts to like the positive thoughts and change their behaviors. If they've been doing negative actions or behavior, we're supposed to help them to transform that kind of negative aspect to like a positive attitude, positive behaviors. So then instead of providing that kind of help, so we're just ignoring them. So as a teacher, we're just ignoring them. we're not actually helping them. Instead, we are making them worse. Sort of like. So sometimes as a teacher, so we have we may have do that kind of you know make like difficult or make problems for the students.
That was kind of the Lomagi Lama Mambutea, Gyumed, Raji, Lama Loma Mambu, Ane Loma Mabutu, the Nike, Loma Pendogia, Jonam the Yendeta, Samukunda, Sanity, Yabumajunga, dear, Raji to it. That and the Pusukanga.
Again, not keeping right samaya or the relationship with your teacher, and the rejecting your disciples, so not providing proper kind of training to your disciple is due to the self-cherishing. Again, it's like self-cherishing. Because of your self-cherishing, you are ignoring, you're breaking those proper kind of practices.
Chela Chela, Pembe, Yamlechum, Nyamba Chela, Tana 100 days. That's Limbicus, that Chela Chela, Kelayatu, Madame Kelayatu came, Mambuchila. Me, Kelambanashi, Lalena Magavice. Kelayatu Shibuchi Kelly. Ani Lalena Tayati Kelambanashi, Yanen Lalena Majumati. Ani Chela Pembe Yamnechums. This that should be Tony Chevena. Kelayan is Susu Tabe Tomba Kelly, Janju Simbe Tomba Kelly. Ani Tindegi Mambuji Kelayan. In the Susu Tabe Tomba Mambuji Kelly. Ni DJ Kela Chelas Yamnechums. Ni Kelan to the Chuba for the Government Limberva. Kelambanashi, Yamele, Kema to Nitila, Kela Chela Pembe Yametus, Rala Pembe Yameti, Ani Chachunjuiche, or did it?
So then in verse number 63, we promise to do many glorious deeds. I think that's deeds. Yet in practice, we give others minimal help. So, Chela. So we, you can think of like in normal life. So we tend to promise many things to do, like, do. Then, and when it comes to the practice, when it comes into like putting the practice, we tend to delay, we tend to not accomplish whatever we started, like our businesses, right? Like work or tasks. So then similar, we can look in the Dharma point of view. So we tend to take lots of commitments when we gather in like group or like Dharma activities. So for instance, there are like many vows or commitments we can take. So for instance, the Pratik Moksha or the ordained vows, and Bodhisattva's vows and Tantric vows. So there are many vows and commitments. So then we tend to take all of these vows and commitments, and when it comes to the practice, we never able to put into practice. So we always missing our practices. So then you need to think, you need to reconsider what you have done. So for instance, when you take vows, so then you are taking these vows in front of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. So then you should actually think of their. So we should think of them. So when you take vows, we are taking vows in front of all these Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. So then when it comes to the practice, we should put all efforts to keep that commitment in order to have like have just to fulfill whatever you have taken, the commitments and vows.
그렇지. 년바치라 따나 사디 체스. 년바치라 세디베 라마싱이로 두부싱이로 그 계신이 전부를 세야 민침도 이루어지게. 아니 랑규를 셈을 따지 셈을 따지 전에 다수 자는 저놈을 때니 다수 매. 아니 지금별 한지 지금 ini sada itu sugi pe cherchi di rangesem da ni jonam no shita jena ni sada sugi cheba mase jegi pe cheya jegi pe de jonam di toin di zama pe cheya sit pe sem pe ji kasure 매야르지 봐. 랑기sem다 민침부 이번난 신기 냠내매르지. 랑기sem 따제다 저놈의 따제지는 아니 사단 두수배 체야스는 투배 밤이야. 이 맛에 한절이 내 두수의 배지 심판이야 그렇지. 저거다 셈내주도 보면 셈는다. 저거님과 민침부 어딘데스게다.
So then the verse 63 tells us, and our spiritual fame has been spread far and wide, yet inwardly all of our thoughts are repulsive, not only to gods, but to demons and ghosts. So then here, so number 2, fame, right? Fame. So then that is saying like if you have some kind of like honor or something like that, I think. So then we're supposed to be really behave ourselves like accord with the Dharma practices, right? Dharma vow commitments. So then if you look, tak means like, I don't know if it's in here. Tak means like check yourself, right? Check yourself. Then check yourself how you think. So you're like how you think and how you behave. So when you look inwardly yourself, check yourself, then you can see a lot of like sort of like a disgusting thing in yourself. You think like you have taken such a things like the vows, right? That you are behaving like such a thing really negatively and thinking negatively all the time. Even like here says the 100 means even I think I don't hear this as only God but demons. I don't know. Here 100 means the both gods, maybe worldly gods, I think worldly gods, and they means like demons. Even though they were able to look at, see how you think and how you see, they will get discussed, like what you think, how you behave. So then it means like, of course, it will actually make like cause unhappy or like cause like really like actually displease your teacher. Of course, even those Sunday or even the demon and the worldly god, they feel actually discuss with your what you think and how you behave. So again, actually, all of these are happening to us and having this kind of thought due to our self-cherishing. Any questions?
No.
So you are saying they don't need help? Oh, Oh, okay. So this was my beneficial immediately about what you were talking about. People were about go. The beneficial control ya kisu ro para che susu samlo di kisu she ba ina. So ji kana di lapje tol male ma chen dile ya ta chen dile ya palo. Ma de wa ro di ke si do ko ba. Ma de wa ro ke si gi. So den de do ji ma yung ya chi ku ta kan des chi ku ya na.
그래서 그래 지금
So but beneficial ni ka ngi tu de ra. So ko che ku. So ro ba che so susu ge ta susu ge ta wa susu ge di pa la ba ina. Ya ku su ge di o ta di yang ko ra gi. Kala Quran ki samlo ya odi kon takalo re nondi thone le ya de yoro o Quran kelen sem my mission Quran kelen chik lagi sem so de yoro o dende mi dende le ya kandes ya wachi wores kandes wachi wores
어디 수수바티 저지도 좀 아니 그런기 로라 만들어지 이제 정순이지 건다 스메디 달지 나게 나를 스메디 되게 좀 something about this 아니 지니 제네 아니 파세시지 이 저한테 지하를 지 당내 맞는 야부야레스
so Rami said if you feel that someone needs help and you could help always someone says go ahead and like whatever you can do so just do it just do it. And if they feel like if they take this like wrong way, whatever reason, then you just apologize. You just say sorry. My intention was such a thing, and that is not I meant or something. You can expand them and just give them advice, give them help. Whatever you can't, and let them choice. Whether they take it or not. You mean like verse number 63 or what verse? 61. Oh, you mean, okay. That's 3 verses, okay. Oh, where's the question? Can oh, okay. Right. Under the Denmark, the Tanda Denmark 16 of this day, this study this Hamaya did a wish to Sakalo. Mage Gigachi, Mage Bill, Ani Mage to the Samani, Ranjin Zikitani, Kenshin, Yumas of those. So this is the Mage the Mava the question. And session Lobby Mala Tamsi Position says you are Namala the Kalan Shell of this 2 get chuna. Nara. The chamber, what says you already? The chamber chuna. Lobby Mala Tamsi Position says this Hama did out a lot. Nagi Tony Young, I did just I get me out this one.
나게 세대지가 나게 세대 랑규기 대지는 좀 터벅지는 나게 시가 내가 랑규기인데 시리기인데 야지 지 나게게 시들지 랑규 수상을 때는 나게 아니 야지 랑규 때는 예대도 쓸 때는 나게 해야지 야 랑기 제바 지 팀비지 제네 팀비지 제바들은 내시부지 제서 생각하는 나게 그래서 무슨 나게 있대 이거서네 나게 들었다 가서 심 shum버버지 심마 나게 세대 심 투부치게 심 투부차게 신달에 때는 애들 가게 되는 공포지 신달이 되지 이럴 때는 애들 가게 삼도 나게 자세지 신달이 되지 现在已经云南了的经验，现在已经来进步的甚至个很多节啊，你就是这样说呢，就是让给结不的，也这里这个人们都上的多啊，就进步了。这个这样的制度，现在用的这样的，也进步的，让来现在已经就很多节啊，现在的很多节啊，这个节啊，那都是修的像什么人的，全部的，这样说呢，你让的。你这个结的因是要定啊，就不别的是。
So pride, or maybe like sometimes there's ego, right? Ego. In Tibetan we say ngalgil, right? Ego or pride. So the ego or pride is something that you have some kind of good qualities. So then you based on that good quality, then you generate pride and ego. That could be you may have really beautiful appearance, really nice, like looking like physical body, or it could be like some kind of knowledge. You may have some kind of understanding of something, and that can actually cause you to generate pride or ego, or maybe some kind of you have done something good activities, good if you provide some help, if you help someone, then that actually causes you to generate pride or ego. There's many circumstances that actually cause you to generate pride. So that is in overall it's focusing on some kind of good quality within yourself. So then if that actually causes you problems, if they causing you problems, then they reduce that kind of mind is actually we call like how to say like elevated mind, sort of like elevated mind. Your mind is really going really up in high, sort of like, and you need to bring it down. You need to bring it down. So the bringing it down is like, for instance, if you're getting really pride or like ego on your knowledge, like some kind of like form of knowledge, like education, then you can think of like there are many other people they do have like a higher education and higher kind of like qualities than you. If anything, so you just compare with others, to call good qualities, and actually that actually brings down your pride or ego. So then, so the dice di shengi de la di ta shengi yende tan suzo ma di che so shenpa chung si kare shenpa di kare chi chung. So then actually there was something else but I don't remember, I forgot. So anyway, so let me say yes. So anyway, so they look like compare your own good quality with others' quality. Then actually, there are many people there. They are like better than you. They are like superior than you.
제 파마르지 파마르 때랑 제샤르디 지 나게 인도 좀 파마기 년에 차번에 너좀 배고 봤대 파마기 지 양바 파마기 펜도지부터 삼다는 아니 장기 펜도 파마를 펜도지야 돼 취주지를 대라 아니 나게 지내야 지내야 어디게 삼다니 장기 나게 자고 그래서.
So then related to your parents, sometimes you think as a child, and we think we have done a lot of things for our parents. So then you were like really have like really high ego or like a pride towards you, since you have done something. So then if you have that kind of thoughts, then you think you have done some really things, good things to your mother, then you should reflect on their kindness. So for instance, they kept us in their womb for like 9 months, and actually they helped to you grow up like until you get like age of 18. So you can just look on all those facts, and you will see your whatever you're doing to your parents is nothing compared to what they have done to you. Oh, okay. I can. Yeah. Yes. 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 Right. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. This is beneficial. Nganzu kita korang itu sama tarwa. Kena nganzu cuci ngambilin cuci itu kubbil ya kabin yang nganzu di hari ini susah hawa sambu kari siapa yang kubbil ngawat ngawat malam di mana korang nganzu di ngaji cahaya nanti di situ. Beneficial nganzu hawa sambu siapa yang nganzu di liya Jesu irang ciku ores. Susu di liya ya kucing sambu sambu di buku ores. Ini tadi dia dili celi geba celi ngaji di magi ya cuci nganzu. The melam sigi or basic.
Tamu melam seti ranjugi pena norsa itu tambah nopi susul madriya gitu. Ini jaga jaga nori yasa itu noti tapu macam itu syah na. Ini nori susul dulu bah, hemat tu bercakap bah. Ini sebenarnya dia nori tapu jadi sulit je. Rangi jawasa syabati. Ini tu syah na. Ini kondo tadi dah kene. Jawati cuma dulu. Ini sama macam kondo. Jawati jasa ada nampak jawati ya. Semjek digi ni jasa ada. Kalau semjek digi yang masuk. Semjek kangen saya yang masuk. Semjek jawati ya yang masuk sia. Anak jadi siapa ni? Ni di jusa syabati. Tahu jaga tercibai. Jawasa syabati tahu jemi. Itu yang syabati ni. Semjek susu jasa ada. Tahu sang bersih syabati. Semjek pintu ini ya. Semjek kangen saya itu. Saya yang masuk. Itu syabati. Ani jawasa syabati susu mahu diaris.
Semua di susu ni macam tak percaya ke beres.
Ngaji ni betul. Ranci ni betul. Semjek tentu apa ya na? Ranci ni betul ya. Is rangi jasa beti. Susu tinggi citu main. Semjek tinggi. Semjek kan saya. Semjek itu yang citu. Ini sampai jadi macam ini ranci ni betul ya. Ngaji jadu biares. Ngaji jadu ni.
So the dedication prayer. So the purpose of dedication prayer is like after you acquire certain types of like material or any object or any wealth, and you're guarding them, you're keeping them, like saving them, like investing, sort of investing whatever you have accumulated. So for instance, when you have done something positive action, so then we believe we have created some positive energy or karma. So that energy or that karma actually can be destroyed really easily. Even like very little kind of anger can destroy your positive deposit kind of virtues. So very easily. So in order to prevent that kind of happening, so then we do like a dedication prayer. So it's like so you dedicate. So when we do the well-known dedication is like a prayer for dedicated for like a benefit to all the sentient beings, right? All the sentient beings. Then that very virtue actually you are dedicating for the happiness, for the welfare or the happiness for the sentient beings. Then it's like good purpose. You're like saving it, sort of like you're saving it for a good purpose. Otherwise, it can be destroyed. So that is the purpose of practicing the dedication prayer. So then the pride, when they say you can, does it actually helps you to keeping away from like getting pride? Maybe let me say that is that kind of thoughts, that particular what which you described is like a bodhicitta mind, bodhicitta thoughts. bodhicitta thought is kind of like a universal kind of antidote. So that actually reduces your self-cherishing mind. That self-cherishing mind can actually reduce your pride and ego.